From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is Wake Up Weather.
Good Wednesday morning. I'm Kelly Rawson in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. We are live at 6 a.m. and we are off to another dry start to the day. But just like the last few days, this afternoon going to be looking quite different. More rain and storms on the board for this afternoon, and there is more where that's coming from as well for the rest of the week. But I will start off with what we are looking like this morning, because although it's a calm start, some folks are dealing with some patchy, dense fog, especially where that late night thunderstorm moved through parts of Wayne County into Lawrence County and Giles County. That's where we are seeing the thickest of the fog this morning. You see 0 miles of visibility for parts of Lawrence County as well as Giles County in southern middle Tennessee. Some other areas dealing with some patchy dense fog as well. So just take it easy on the roads for the next hour or so as we see that fog finally get on out of here within the next little bit. But again, just give yourself a few extra minutes and be sure to use those low beams if you do encounter any fog this morning. We are not seeing much overhead Lawrenceburg on our Arctic Air Skycam overlooking the town because we do have that dense fog settling in. So again, give yourself a few extra minutes because that fog is certainly thick at times, especially in those places where it rained later last night during the evening. So keep that in mind. In places where it did not rain late overnight, like Columbia and into Murray County, good morning to you folks. Not dealing with too much fog up there in Murray County, but a nice, calm, and pleasant start to the day up there on the square in downtown Columbia. A little bit of fog off in the distance in Florence and Lauderdale County. So again, just give yourself a few extra minutes as there is a little bit of fog throughout the Tennessee Valley viewing area. We are dry though to start off. Again, like we have been the last few days, but don't let that fool you because we do still expect plenty of thunderstorms later on this late morning into the afternoon and into the evening once again. But we are scanning a relatively dry sky for now. Temperatures in the upper 60s to lower 70s. And we are still muggy out there, and we are likely going to be muggy for the next several days. For the rest of this morning, you can expect, again, relatively dry conditions for the next few hours until we get to the later morning hours with a few thunder showers possible that are already going to be popping up. But then later on into the afternoon, we're going to see a much more higher coverage of those rain and storms. So just like yesterday, you can expect a good bit of a thunderstorm in your area. And in fact, slightly higher rain chances for this afternoon compared to yesterday. So keep that in mind. Again, no organized severe weather threat with these thunderstorms, but along with any thunderstorm during the summertime, we could see very heavy rainfall, frequent lightning, and a brief gusty wind. So again, just keep that in mind. Typical summertime thunderstorms are expected this afternoon, but scattered to maybe even widespread in coverage by the afternoon. So keep that in mind. Any outdoor work, again, get that done within the first few hours of the day. And by the time we get to this evening, I think we could still have some thunderstorms and thunder showers in the area, just like the last few nights as those thunderstorms kind of lasted a little bit deeper into the evening around and after sunset. I think that's a good bet for this evening as well. So just because you see that fizzling out on Futurecast doesn't mean it's necessarily going to. I do expect a few thunderstorms to be lingering into the later evening hours, but then overnight we should be mostly dry. A little bit of patchy fog could be developing as well. So keep that in mind for your Thursday morning, but we should be off to a dry start once again. But you've guessed it, heading into Thursday afternoon, we are looking at more showers and storms for the Tennessee Valley viewing area. Unfortunately, we stay unsettled heading into Thursday, continuing into your Friday. And it's looking like it's going to continue into the weekend as well with daily thunderstorm chances during the afternoon. Unfortunately, it is simply July in the south, so that is what we can expect. A quiet start to the morning for the most part, and then heading throughout the afternoon to the next several days, expect those showers and storms to pop back up. So don't let those get you caught off guard. Elevated rain chances for those thunderstorms, though, over the next few days, scattered to widespread in coverage today as well as tomorrow, even into Friday, still up there. But then for the weekend, still rain chances on the board, but slightly lower rain chances. And I just mean slightly. That chance is still there, but maybe you can squeeze in some outdoor plans during the afternoons. Just, of course, be paying very close attention, especially if you're outdoors and there is lightning nearby. You know the rule of thumb: when thunder roars, go indoors. That is very, very important, especially in the summertime here in the Tennessee Valley. Your morning drive is looking relatively calm the next few hours. Again, a little bit of patchy fog still working out of the area this morning. So again, give yourself a few extra minutes if you're heading out within the next hour or so. But otherwise, we're looking at a mostly sunny to partly cloudy sky with a few thunder showers possibly popping up as early as 9 a.m. I think a better bet as we get a little bit closer to lunchtime. Temperatures in the 70s this morning, hot and humid for this afternoon. On our hourly forecast, we are getting up into the upper 80s to lower 90s as those rain and storm chances increase heading into the afternoon. Again, mainly around and after lunchtime, we'll start to see a lot of those thunderstorms pop up. So again, a good bet for a thunderstorm in your area this afternoon, continuing that chance into the evening. And we stay unsettled for your Thursday and Friday with showers and storms expected, especially during the afternoons to early evenings. That's the real bullseye for the time frame, really for the next several days. Slightly lower rain chances for the weekend with the slight uptick in temperatures, just slight. But we are still expecting thunderstorms this weekend during the afternoons, both days, just a little bit lower chances, especially compared to the widespread activity we are expecting for the next few days. So have the rain gear with you for the rest of the week, including for today. That's a check at your local weather forecast. I'll be back at 8 a.m. with your next weather update.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.